Hey friends, this is a short explanation on how to use Mrs. Curwen's first solo album. So this book she recommended for children who have finished preliminary lessons and are moving into step 1. And this book would follow a student from step 1 through step 3. And it would be used for recreative music alongside their lessons. So what is the recreative music? This is the music that she would encourage students to play outside of the finger exercises and interval exercises or reading exercises. The other facet of recreative music that she specifically advised was also the duets in the back of the first step and second step so on books as well. This is what this book, the reprinted version, looks like that you can get from the shop. So when we turn here to page 1, you will see a series of short passage exercises. And these are basically condensed excerpts of the musical pieces to follow. So we know that Mrs. Curwen encouraged piano teachers to never give a student music that is beyond their powers. And one way she did that was she condensed these little excerpts so that a student could conquer a simple excerpt of a piece of music before moving on to the full piece of music. So for example, with number 1, we see that it only moves by intervals of a second, and it stays within the range of 5 fingers for both the right hand and the left hand. So say a student is through their preliminary lessons and you're just beginning to read music with them. So you could look at number 1 with them and have them do their hands separate for maybe a week until they're comfortable with this short passage labeled number 1. Then here, if we scroll down, you'll see a few more exercises, but then if we go on to page 4, here's page 4, number 1 again. And you will see it's number 1 again because it corresponds to that first passage exercise that we just looked at. So you can see the relationship. This first piece of music here by John Kinross, it also only moves in intervals of seconds, and it stays within the 5-finger span for both the right hand and the left hand. So you can see that this is basically an expanded version of that short exercise that we just looked at. So Mrs. Curwen says, go ahead and work through this short exercise first with the student, and once they have conquered that first short exercise, which is quite melodic and sweet, then, after they can play that exercise well, then move them into the full piece of music. And this would be where you start to make more of an artistic expression. You can see there's dynamics, for example, in this introductory piece. This entire solo album moves in that fashion where there's the short passages that a student can face first, and then once they can successfully play those short passages, then you move them in to a full piece of music because you know they already know what they need to know in order to play this piece of music successfully. So I'll scroll down the rest of this page, and you can see the rest of these pieces that also correspond to short passages in the front of the book. So that is how Mrs. Curwen encouraged us to use her first solo album.